Good afternoon, everyone, and let me say thank you for taking a few minutes of your time to listen to me speak on the importance of first impressions in customer interactions. I asked everyone here so I can talk about the correct way to handle a customer in the first few minutes of greeting them. It is imperative that we follow a set of guidelines when we get to know our customers so we can establish a good working relationship and build our trust. Right now, I'm going to make a small change in my wording. From this point on, I'm going to call customers guests. This will enable our memories to begin the thought process that guests are someone that we might welcome into our own homes, and not just a number, which is so often associated with the word customer. Some of you may know or not know my background. You may ask where my experience comes from. Well, my background over the past decade has been a very successful general manager in the retail specialty automotive industry. Over the past decade, I've spent the majority of my time with one company, and during that time, I've taught various sales, ethics, and managerial classes to nearly 1,500 employees just here in the Chattanooga area alone. From there, I went on to write and teach within that organization other classes, and I branched out to areas as far-reaching as New York and Texas. In total, my participation in classes and writings about sales and services has touched the lives of nearly 60,000 employees in just that one company alone. I was awarded various awards, including national recognized sales awards in the quick lube industry, and have been featured in magazines such as Oil, Lube, and News, which if you're in this industry at all, you'll recognize as a market leader for publications in this industry. The success I've shared with others has in fact allowed me to grow as a guest relations manager, and that has led me to my current position where I'm at today. As I stated earlier, over the next few minutes I'm going to touch on the correct ways to interact with a guest at the beginning of the greeting process. There are three main parts to the initial interaction. First will be greeting and making a great first impression, allowing our guests to feel that they have made the right decision in making the choice to use us for their automotive needs. Second will be a time for gathering information and listening with intensity and understanding. This will be our opportunity to show we care about them and their situation. And third will be the time to convey a knowledgeable response. Let the guests know what will happen next and leave them with a sense of trust. In this section, we need the guests to realize we are the experts in our fields, and that we will take care of their vehicles and their needs as if those problems in their vehicles were our own. Now, Stephen Covey, author of several books, including one of my favorites, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, states in the first 30 seconds of a guest relation, it is imperative we make a great first impression. The things we need to make sure we are doing is smiling, shaking hands if appropriate, and greeting people like we would a guest in our own home. This will convey a sense of goodwill and begin our building our trust factor. As stated a moment ago, this can all be done in the span of about 30 seconds, and we need to be friendly, outgoing, and willing and able to help a guest with their needs and concerns. Second, we need to make sure the guest knows that they have made the right decision in allowing us to service their needs. An author and sales leader in the retail field, Colleen Francis, wrote that a customer can almost always find someone else to do the job. It is our responsibility to ourselves and to our company to inform the customer that we are that someone. During this point of guest interaction, we are gatherers. We need to listen closely to what our guests are telling us, gather information necessary to make the proper recommendation and diagnosis, and show concern for the guest's need. After the guest has told us the information we need to make a knowledgeable recommendation, it is time to close the initial interaction. We have greeted and established goodwill, listened and established concern, and now we are going to make knowledgeable recommendations that will allow the guest to see us as the company with the expertise to handle the job at hand. We also at this time are establishing the basis for trust and telling the customer that we are looking out for their best interests. It is also the point in our guest interaction where we let our guests know that we care about their needs and will work hard for them to solve their issues. In total, these three parts can certainly be performed in a matter of about 5 minutes or less. But keep in mind, we never want to make our guests feel rushed. Otherwise, they may question whether we are truly concerned for them and their needs. So let's recap a moment. 3 parts of a guest interaction again. First, greet the guest like someone who has come to your own home with enthusiasm and excitement. Remember to smile, shake hands, and be polite and friendly. Second, listen to our guests. Listen to their needs and show concern for their situation. Do not interrupt them and gather information to make the right choices for them. And third, make a knowledgeable recommendation and confirm that the guest has made the right decision in coming to us for their needs and concerns. This is crucial in building the guest's trust with us and moving forward with our recommendations in the future. As far as the first 5 minutes go, this is the basis we need to work from to be successful. Again, my name is Kevin Boggess, and I wish you all the best in your venture into guest relations, and I want to thank you all for your time. I know this was brief, but I hope you all got a little something out of it, as I know I certainly did. Thank you again.